What's up, everyone? Welcome to our latest episode of Blunt and Unfiltered, presented by the Last Days of War, a Southern California-based band. My name is Rob.
I'm Danny.
I'm Feats and Beats.
And I'm Jamie.
Welcome, everybody. This week, we got several topics. We've already been going, so we're just going to get this ball rolling. Josh, you want to start us off?
Okay, we'll start off with drummer swap situation. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but there is a new swap going on in some band camps. Josh Freese is in the news again, and he is back with Nine Inch Nails, which is good to hear because I loved that dude with them. One of my favorite DVDs of Nine Inch Nails is him on the kit. He has a way of incorporating a full live natural sound with electronics as well, so you really get the experience that you would want to hear from their record and live. Not taking anything away from their other drummers, but I just prefer having that dude as their drummer, so I'm excited to see how their shows are going to come out. And with him stepping out of Foo Fighters situation, Nine Inch Nails ex-drummer Elon Rubin, if I pronounced it correctly, is now drumming for the Foo Fighters. So they did a Sepultura situation there where Eloy left Sepultura and went to Slipknot, and then you had Homeboy from Slipknot join Suicidal Tendencies, who their drummer left and is now drumming for Sepultura. So it's a whole little camp going. So if you guys are fans of either one of those drummers, keep an eye on both those bands. It's going to be some good-looking shows coming up. What are your thoughts on switching band members?
I did see a post on Josh Freese's account and Nine Inch Nails account, and they're both excited about the move. Josh Freese did mention that he stepped away from Nine Inch Nails before because his wife was expecting their child, and that's why he stepped away from them. But he really enjoyed the energy and everything that they brought when it came to Nine Inch Nails and his incorporation with it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how those shows go. I've been, like I said, I'm a diehard Nine Inch Nails fan, so I watch the live videos that they do post on their social media accounts. And at first I didn't see any drummers at all. I just saw, four dudes up there with keyboards and guitars, and I'm like, oh no. How are they doing the drums? Like, do they actually have a drummer? So I'm glad he's stepping into that position. Danny?
Most definitely.
Yeah. Did you have you heard any of the Tron stuff, the soundtrack?
I'm looking forward to it.
What have you heard? What have you just heard the one song?
Heard the one song. I know that the album comes out September.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
And the movie drops on my birthday. So yeah. So I'm pretty excited about that, except for the fact that Jared Leto is in the movie.
Yeah, like I said, I was just about to say, I'm more excited about the soundtrack
than the actual movie.
Oh, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I don't have anything really against Jared Leto, but just the last time he teamed up and did a Disney movie was Morbius, and that didn't really look too good.
Right.
Yeah, it was all right. I'll give it its credit. I watched it. It could have been a lot better, but I know what you're saying. Like, I didn't buy him as a villain superhero.
Yeah, it's more of a, I don't know, man. After the whole Joker incident, it's kind of like what are we doing? What are we doing here? Don't let him have too much creative, But I'll give it a shot and watch it for what it is, Jamie, your thoughts?
On the movie?
Drummer situation, not Tron. You don't have to go into that.
Oh, I was about to say, we just switched topics real quick. I got confused. All right.
Take your time.
No, I think it's cool that everybody's switching places. I think it's going to give like a new flavor to each of those bands because, I mean, they're not exactly co-headlining bands, if you'd say. I mean, Foo Fighters and Nine Inch Nails, and one's a little bit more, I can't even think of the word, industrial, versus the other one more mainstream rock. So bringing a new flavor into it would change how both of them sound. So it's going to be interesting to hear both of them going forward.
I'm still a little surprised. I was expecting it to be a shame, but oh well. Best of luck to both of them.
Now, do you think Elon's going to be a good fit for Foo Fighters, though?
Yeah, I mean, he
Coming
was the
off Nine
drummer
Inch
for
Nails, like,
Angels and
I mean,
Airwaves.
doing Everlong to like March of the Pigs drum beat, you know?
He has really, really good chops though too, so I don't see it being difficult for him. It's more of if the personalities are going to work. I think that would be the question because there is a little bit of an age gap there. So it would be if your personalities will work. But I think from what I know of the guy, work wise, he's very professional.
Hmm.
He's to the point. So I think it'll work out for them.
Alrighty. Jamie, you want to go into your topic?
Okay, so there are apparently new laws that Spotify is playing with, starting in the UK. So they're going to start having age verification via ID. You'd have to like scan or input some sort of valid ID to be able to even use your Spotify account, or like to prove you are 18 and over to access like explicit content songs, which I myself I don't see it as being a necessary change. I do have a family account for my kids for Spotify, and I can control like with the age limit. Like I know for a fact my daughter has all of those explicit lyric songs grayed out. So I mean there's not really a necessity for that. I can control that all on my own. So I'm not quite sure what the need is for this. But
Now this brings up some curiosities for me because just this last week in Texas, they brought up a new age verification system for anyone that wants to watch pornographic material. Which in that case I fully understand, and you know you got to respect. But uh, it makes me wonder now: is Spotify going to be showing such material as well?
You know what I think it could be though too, because of the growth in podcasts and audiobooks. There
Hmm.
are sections of adult themed audiobooks, erotic audio that
oh,
kids could get a hold of that they could be listening to. That could be a loophole area, but I mean, at that point, if your kid's that crafty, you kind of have to give it to them, so to speak. But that's just coming from having a son who finds his way around all kinds of loopholes and even getting in trouble at school and having to have his own computer usage suspended because he found a way to get around block sites. So if the kid wants a way, he's gonna find a way.
This is true. It just raises a lot of questions about our podcast name now at this point, if people are going to think it means something else.
yeah.
Yep.
And but it's more of I think video content too. Like, what are they? Is it because of now they're showing videos on Spotify and showing the podcast? Are they going to be able to show such content?
I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to show. Is this gonna be like a one time, like I sign into the account and I show my ID and they probably do a picture of your face or something like that, and it's just that's it? Or do I have to like am I gonna have to like do this all the time when I sign in?
I don't
Well,
know
I think
because
it'll
that would be a
recognize like
question.
I think it'll
So
recognize your IP address, and if you do it once from your IP address with your device, it's a one-time deal thing. I hear from other people
can
that
you imagine driving somewhere in your car and all of a sudden it's like you cross like a state line and then it's like you need to verify your age and you're like what? You're driving the car
yeah,
Welcome to the
yeah,
future,
I can
man.
imagine that. I can
trying to
really
get your
imagine
It's
what
ID.
that's
like
like.
this close to requiring an implanted chip to go anywhere,
Right. Yeah.
where you just scan in, scan out everywhere you go.
Nuts, man. Just where we're heading with technology, and don't get me wrong, I'm all for, hey, don't promote this shit to kids if it's not for kids. Don't, um but doing all this age verification shit and trying to protect children while you're not really trying to protect children with like just look at the whole Epstein case thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm,
if you really cared about the kids, go to the kids that were the victims, ask them Like, point fingers, pick out the people, we lock them up. And nobody's going to these victims. They're just going straight to, oh, well, she helped aided with this, and we're going to get her words and take her word for it, as opposed to, oh, yeah, no one was hurt. It was all in good fun. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, the kids are still fine. And you're like, no, that's like, talk to the ones who are affected. What was going on? What's happening? And so all this age verification stuff starts to get like a little, why are we doing this? Is it just so you could be a dick and impose authoritarianism on the rest of us? Like,
Or are you actually trying to stop this from
yeah,
happening?
are you actually, like, I mean, are you going to put this restriction on Joe Rogan's podcast? Because if he's going to be spewing out a bunch of like, oh, this isn't even fact, this is just my opinion, and I'm just going to say whatever, and all these fucking dudes are like, yeah, that's the truth. Like, no, like, there's got to be some balance of legitimacy with the actual concern. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it just,
It has to
little,
directly affect it for you.
yeah. I'm worried for us just destroying the soul creation of what it's supposed to be for. Like, hey, come hear music in all your styles, and you'll get to hear other songs that sound like this and similar genres, and that's what helped me get exposed to newer music and newer artists and up and coming artists such as the Last Days of War. Plug. But you get to hear these bands and they get to do stuff. And now, if we're going to be putting restrictions on it, it's soon going to be like, oh, well, now if you're a mainstream artist, then you'll be able to get more plugs and pushes than lesser known up and coming artists. And then you have to go into that station if you specifically want to hear that. And it's like, no, play like sounding music, play similar podcasts to what we're about or what I like or my interest. And it's just, I don't know, it feels like we're being driven what we need to be watching and like, as opposed to what you enjoy.
The algorithm's algorithm.
Yeah, somebody else's algorithm for me. Like, fuck you. Doesn't work. Speaking of movies and content, Dan, you want to go into your topic?
Happy Gilmore.
You finally saw it.
I finally saw it.
What'd you think?
Took me a little bit. Definitely, I would say that I solid on the first one being better. This one was, I think, it was more entertaining for me because hey, it's a Happy Gilmore movie.
Hmm.
Some of the stuff in it didn't really hit for me, but for the most part, it was cool. It was fun. It's fun to watch.
Okay, so if you were young, speaking for like my kids, if you had never seen the first Happy Gilmore and you saw the second Happy Gilmore, I kind of think you would be not necessarily confused, but you wouldn't get a lot of the humor. Like a lot of the
Yes.
jokes, the inside humor that was funny was direct flashbacks and stuff that was like, oh, I remember that part. I remember that from the movie 20 years ago, where my kids were
Right.
kind of like, why is that funny? Well, that's why it's funny. Oh, all right, all right. So it's like
Like
the
I had to explain to everybody in the room what was going on with the picture with the lady with the air conditioner on her. Like
Mr.
Hmm.
everybody's
Mista.
like, "Who's that lady?" I'm like, "That's the lady that he hit the air conditioner and it fell." And she's like, "Mista, Mista."
Yeah.
That's the
Get me
Mista
out of
Mista
here.
lady. Yeah. And I had to explain that to the room, and everybody's like, "Huh?" I'm like, "That's the lady," you know.
So, okay, so with that being said, you guys didn't show your kids the first movie before watching the second one.
Oh, we did.
Um, my daughter actually purposely wanted to watch the first Happy Gilmore the night before. So we
Okay.
gave her kind of a pre-warning, where with my son, it was more of a not really an interest in it. It
Okay.
wasn't his type of humor, I guess. But for my daughter, there was still some explaining to do. Like, what's the point? How come? Why does he stop now, Dad? I don't know. It's been a long time. I don't know what to tell you, but She felt bad right away with the first 10 minutes when I'm dying
He was like,
laughing because
Oh,
he kills his
oh,
wife with a damn golf
yeah.
ball. Like, what? How could he kill her? I don't know. You should have seen the first one. Sorry,
but
my
the
dog
movie
wants to
just
be in the picture.
started. Oh,
Hold on
hi,
one sec.
Nifty.
My dog's in the way. I apologize.
Oh,
Bad girl. Down. Somebody want to say hi. You're good. Go lay
it's
down.
funny. It's
We
funny. There's a
watch it with
clip. Oh, go ahead.
we watch it with mainly adults. So
Okay.
the only we had the youngest with us watching, and he just kept asking us, "Is that Happy Gilmore?" So that's all he cared about.
Now, did you think any specific character brought more humor than any other?
I loved Bad Bunny as the
Yeah,
caddy. I
that's
really
what
liked him for that role.
that's what I'm gonna go with right there.
See, for
That's my
me, I
answer.
think I think the funniest character in that whole movie was Steve Buscemi. And I don't know why,
His
but
very
anytime he was on
minimal.
screen in his little clips, just
I was about to say
ah,
very
Yeah,
minimal.
yeah, the very
Yeah,
little
they had like
those
30
ones,
seconds.
That's I was like, oh yeah.
those ones had me rolling though. Like just his little, but he's notorious for that in Adam Sandler movies, except for
right.
Airheads, of course. But that's not really an Adam Sandler movie, is it?
No.
Yeah. It's
I
funny.
wouldn't
I
call
did
that a
see.
Brendan Fraser movie though either.
Well, no, I'm just saying that's more of a Lauren Michaels movie.
Oh yes, yes, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah, it's more of one of those SNL movies as opposed to one specific. Like Adam Sandler is
dude.
notorious for
Was the
putting all his friends in
brainchild.
movies.
Yeah.
Uh, I did see a clip online this week of this guy telling his buddy, "Hey, we're gonna go see Fantastic Four," and he's like, "But shouldn't we watch 1, 2, and 3 first?" Bro, I can't fucking deal with you right now. Get the fuck away from me. No, I'm not even gonna go with you.
1, 2, and
Stop.
3.
He's like, but I need to
I
watch
watched
the
them.
first three. It's like, oh god damn it. No, you're not going. Stay here. I'm leaving you. Like, so I get what you're
Well,
saying. Like you have to watch the first one in order to get this one, uh but there were the flashback moments where it did show clips from the first movie to kind of help you get an idea of who certain people were. Like I never would have got the old caddy that he ended up beating up. I never would have guessed
Oh,
that was
then
him
he was the
nowadays.
guy. Yeah, he doesn't look the same.
No.
Like I feel like his face looks different.
Yeah, he
yeah,
actually
I didn't
grew
think
up
it
and
was that
doesn't look
kid.
like a chicken boy anymore or whatever.
I
So I
want to
thought that
know
was
who came up with the damn golf games at the end. Like that was the only
Yeah.
thing I didn't buy. The super golf or whatever. That I didn't
Yeah, I didn't.
understand the premise of that. And did um Osment have his
Caddy
that
didn't
back
didn't.
surgery they were talking about?
Uh-huh.
Did you catch that part in the movie where they were saying they had a special surgery that allowed
It
them
was
to
the
hit the
hip.
ball?
It was a
They
tendon
Yeah.
in the hip.
So did Homeboy like supposedly get that surgery then in the movie and they just didn't show it? Because at one point he was a regular golfer and then he was knocking the ball way the fuck down there.
who knows? Who knows? But going off your point of how did they come up with those games? Do you ever watch ESPN 8?
The
The
Ocho.
The
Ocho?
Ocho.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just all the fucking stupid sports. Like they have it on at the bar here and you're just like, what the fuck am I
Hey,
watching? Belt sander
didn't
racing. Like,
didn't one of the Caddyshack movies have somebody bought the golf course and they were gonna change it to it was number two, right? I kind of
Caddyshack
felt
too,
like
yeah.
I was watching a little bit of the end of Caddyshack 2, but I think Caddyshack 2 did it a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was more like mini golf on acid. That one.
He
Yeah,
turned the
that's the
country
part.
club into a mini golf course.
hell
That's the
yeah.
part. Like I feel like if it were to be done a little differently, I would have liked it a lot more.
As
Yeah,
opposed to the hovering green or whatever it was. Just oh
yeah.
my
That was like that's a little too ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm not a golf fan, but I didn't understand the point in that, and even I thought that was fucked up. Like, how are they realistically gonna hit the ball and stand on? Okay, well, caddy, you stand there, and then you get it to spin faster. Like, come on, I ain't gonna do that shit. I would have thrown up.
And then it starts spinning and shit.
Mm, nah.
Yeah.
speaking of spinning
Well,
and being dizzy and what the fuck, any of you guys watch SummerSlam?
I would have to
Holy
say
shit.
no, but
Okay,
I did not,
let's.
but I do have questions.
Uh, hey, I'm a wrestling fan and I still have questions. So we'll try to get through this segment as quick and easy as possible with the least amount of confusion. But I still have lots of questions. SummerSlam this year was a 2 night event, just like they've been doing WrestleManias for the last few years. They split it up into 2 nights, and wow. Uh, I mean, don't get me wrong. I get that you have a big roster of wrestlers and talent that you got to showcase and put somewhere in a spotlight. But some of the planning just isn't there, and it felt more like an AEW event almost.
Okay.
Basically, they started out the whole night one. The first match was with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed versus main event Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. Now, if you know anything about Roman Reigns, he just went pretty much, what, 3, 5 years of being champion without being undefeated. And now he's opening the show with his cousin, main event Jey Uso. Well, if you're the first event, you're not really main eventing. It was stale daylight out, so it was kind of like, what the fuck why are they throwing these top dogs right here at the opening match? That part
Okay.
didn't really make sense. Let's keep going. They also had Randy Orton teaming up with Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Now, Logan Paul has been in WWE a little over 2 years now, I believe, off and on, being kind of like a celebrity spotlight. But he comes in, he does his homework, he's done the training. Jelly Roll, on the other hand, just got introduced probably about a month or two ago. Bless his heart, he's lost a lot of weight and gotten in shape to do this. But this was just the murder of Jelly Roll. That's all it really was.
He just got rolled.
Yeah, he went out there and did a belly to belly suplex, and they're like, "Oh, it's a jelly to belly suplex," and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Oh man, that's
Like
messed up.
this is how bad we're getting. And he went out there, and when he was doing these spots, when you're a wrestler and you take a bump, and you gotta look beat up, you gotta look defeated, and not really know when the next move is coming, and then when it comes, you gotta prepare for it and everything. Like they would set Jelly Roll up on the announcer table, and Logan Paul's going to jump off the turnbuckle and jump onto him. So they put Jelly Roll onto the table, and Jelly Roll's already in position, like getting ready to take the bump. And it's like, hey, bud, don't sell it yet. Just look a little defeated
He's
first. And it's
overselling
like,
it.
oh yeah, he's just already laying there covering his dick, and just like, oh, don't hit me in the nuts. And you're like, yeah, you got to do that last minute right now. Just look beat up. And so he just kept going out there, and like you could tell he was very green. He didn't really know a whole lot, and they were like, "Hey, we could dance around you and do all the moves. Don't worry. You just go out there, do a couple hip tosses, and we'll be good." But ultimately, the main event was Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. And everybody knows I love John Cena. But he's on his farewell tour run. He's going to put in his last year of wrestling, then he's going to be strictly Hollywood. But after the match was over, they brought out Brock Lesnar. Now, most of you guys aren't really the diehard wrestling fans like I used to consider myself. But Brock Lesnar has been named in the sexual trafficking allegation against Vince McMahon in WWE by a former employee, Janelle Grant. Apparently, Vince McMahon has shown pictures and video of this former employee, obviously very indecent, with people inside and outside of WWE. And they said it was with a former UFC fighter, and they kind of narrowed it down. It was like, well, it's got to be this guy. And so eventually they named Brock Lesnar in the lawsuit. Now, the lawsuit doesn't name him as a defendant, so it's not really against Brock Lesnar, but he is named in this sexual trafficking lawsuit that is currently pending against WWE and Vince McMahon. Now, when this was brought to the light in January of 2024, Vince McMahon stepped down as CEO of WWE after helping the negotiations selling to TKO. But this is all like, it's dirty, and I know we've talked about it on previous shows that we've had, where you're just
Mm,
like, okay, that's bad, and it hasn't been settled yet. It's still ongoing. There's still the pending lawsuit, but yet here comes Brock Lesnar into this picture. Now, after last week's legendary icon passing away, they did another spot honoring the fallen legend. Now they've also honored him on Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and NXT. And now here they are doing it at the pay-per-view. So there's just a whole bunch of just like a what the fuck moments that are going on in WWE right now that are leaving a really bad taste even in my mouth for wrestling. Does that make sense?
yep,
Yeah, I
yep.
know. I
Let's.
know you got questions. So let's dive into this real quick.
I was just curious what happened with, I guess, if it was night one or night two during a moment on their big screen Megatron, they cut to some footage of Donald Trump and Triple H, and the crowd started booing. And like, what is the relationship with Trump and Triple H, and is that involved with the WWE? And like, what's going on with that shit?
Okay,
Triple H
well,
was just at the White House, right?
yes, but
Recently.
they're talking about sports commissions and basically how to deal with sports and how to promote sports properly and keeping men out of women's sports and dealing with college trades and negotiations and a whole bunch of other dumb shit. But ultimately, Trump has had relationships with the McMahons for years. Trump was involved
Okay.
in WrestleMania 23 in a hair versus hair match versus Vince McMahon. Obviously, Vince lost that, even though I think they both lost. But
They
what
both
happened
definitely
was
lost.
is they brought in top personalities from these sports foundations, I guess you could say, from NFL, WWE, and baseball and all that. And now they're going to try to work together on trying to put together a rule book almost for sports and how it's going to be handled from now on. And the person put in charge by Trump was Lawrence Taylor, who has also had sexual assault allegations with a minor against him as well. So that raises more red flags with these guys, and you're just like, God damn it. What the fuck is going on? And
New York
so are they
Giants,
all working
Lawrence
together?
Taylor? Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, back in what, late 90s, early 2000s, had more allegations of sexual misconduct with him. It was like, oh no, what the fuck is going on? So obviously, not everyone is for the Cheeto, and seeing the CEO of WWE now standing there side by side with him, being like, yeah, and Trump's up there like, oh, we gotta keep an eye on these trade negotiations with college football. They're ridiculous. And so I brought these people to help me with college football. And meanwhile, they're all like looking at each other, and JD Vance is just kind of like, huh, smiling, nodding, doing what he does. It's all really fucking confusing. It's so fucking confusing. And then when you watch the actual product, it looked very amateur. A lot of the spots, like you can see cameras switching at different times, and it wasn't very professional. And you're just like, what the fuck is going on? Who is running this shit show? And it's you can kind of see it slowly falling apart. And if the orange man has a hand in it, it's guaranteed to crumble. It's simple as that. And I
It's
don't
gonna
want
be
to
the
go
death.
more political than that, but fuck. Just fucking it. Danny, your thoughts?
The part that I saw of SummerSlam was the whole jelly roll on the announcer table, and I heard did he get injured?
Well, they ended up carting him off, and the medical team came out, and they started escorting him back, and
Yeah,
then he watches Randy Orton getting his ass kicked, so Jelly Roll comes back and gets in the ring and gets tagged, and you're just like, this is the guy that just got beat up the whole fucking time, and he's gonna try to save the day? Like, and it didn't help.
yeah.
Like, he went out there, he had his black shirt with the black print on there, and his black print is just coming off, like falling off, like letters are peeling off and sticking to
Oh,
Logan Paul, and you're just like, what is?
was it like his like shirt that said Jelly Roll on it?
Well, like the back of his shirt said "Son of a Sinner," and like you could see
Uh-huh.
like the print was ironed on or something like that, and it's just like starting to flop off his pants. Like you could see the print was starting to flop off his pants. It
It was
looked like he just bought it
amateur
at.
hour.
Yeah, it's like, hey, look at these Nike Air Force Ones, and the logo's peeling off and shit like that. You're like, well, I don't think those are Air Force Ones. Like, you're just like, oh man, how
Poor
much
guy.
money and effort and time do you put into this production just to watch it? Kind of like, where did that
Right.
money go to if this is what the quality is looking like? So, it looked really shoddy to
It's well,
me.
from the story you've been telling, it looks like it went to lawyer fees, probably.
Yeah,
Nah,
probably. So I don't know, man. They got to step up their game soon because just doing whatever the fuck you want doesn't work here in America, and I think we're slowly starting to see that all the way around falling
No,
apart.
we're not. Some of us aren't slowly beginning to see it.
Well, I think some of us saw it from the beginning, but you're starting to see that the 400, 500, and 800%, just
Oh,
what the fuck are you talking
1,500%.
about? Yeah,
1,500.
1,500%. Jamie, do you know
Yeah.
about this? The percentages?
Like inflation as to
Yeah, so Buddy Boy has said that groceries and prices have dropped somewhere between 400 to 500, even to 1,500%.
uh
That guy's full of shit. I went shopping
Yeah,
today and I
now
paid
hear
nine
me
bucks
out.
for 4 patties.
The thing that gets me, and those clips online where you see what two video clips give off the same energy.
yeah.
You could play that same exact one with the clip from the movie Bedazzled with Brendan Fraser. Well, I just go out there and give 110%, and you got to go out there and the team gives 110%, and you go out and give 110%, and then everybody's got 110%. And
That's pretty good.
you just, fuck. You can only give 100%. It's like it goes up to 100. That's it. Anything
Yeah.
more than that is making you look dumb. You guys got anything else to add?
Well,
Wish
on
I
that note,
wish I wish everything was 1,500% cheaper. That would be awesome.
yes,
I
please.
wish. Yeah, sure.
Isn't
Let's do that.
15? Isn't that like free? If it's 1,500% cheaper?
I
Well,
think
if
at
it
that
is a
point, I
hundred
think at that
percent
point you,
cheaper, it is already free. So at 1,500% cheaper, that means he owes us money to give us shit.
bro,
So
you owe me $1,400. Thank you. That's what that means.
Feel
It's
like I
another
got
steal in
Thanks
the
for the
1,400% shit.
thanks for the grocery cart full of food. Now you owe me $1,400. I'll do it. Let's go. I'm good.
Yeah. Pay me to take my own groceries. Thank you. I think that's how he thinks
This
it
world's
works
coming
because
too.
we're just fucking shoveling money at his ass, you know? Just oh my god.
This is really gonna suck.
I mean, the only way it really makes sense is if he knows that inflation has already gone to 2,000%, then he'd be bringing it down 1,500%, but that would be admitting it went that far, right? So
Yeah, but
I don't
it
know.
can't go more than 100%. That's the whole point. Like, there's nothing can be more than 100%. 100% is the fullest. Like, if you're more than 100%, well, you're
well,
full.
if you
It's full.
speak in inflation, if something was $10 and the next week it was $20, that would be 200%.
Yeah,
No,
it's
100 times
yeah,
2.
just it would just be
You're marking it up 100%. So that is 200%.
200% of bullshit.
yeah. You should run for Congress. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Anyone
We
got
had we
anything
had
else
our
they want to add?
streams up. We had our streams up 65,000% at one point.
Good
How
point.
much
Yeah,
do
so
we
like if
think?
we start
I
with
think we got
one
full
and we
penny
get to
now.
65,000, yeah, that is 65,000.
Yeah, we get
On
which
that
probably
note, keep
equates to a
streaming.
penny.
Yes,
It
please
equates
keep
equates
streaming
to
our
a
song.
it
We
equates to
love
a
seeing those
penny,
numbers go
and
up.
now I got to show my ID to get my penny.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
You gotta prove you're 18 to collect on that shit.
Yeah, I have a valid ID to get my penny now. Gosh.
Hi.
damn.
Hi.
Oh, Nifty's back in the frame. Yep.
She's got that 200%. Lay down. Oh, we got
Oh,
animal fight now.
We got a
Danger
real animal
kitty.
farm here. Danger kitty. All right. Anyone got anything else to add before we head out?
Please keep listening to and streaming our latest EP. Check out our TikToks, and we will be streaming live soon with some new stuff for you guys from the studio. So
yes.
keep checking in with us daily.
Oh yeah.
And we'll be dropping a new single soon. So hopefully you guys check it out. From all of us here at the Last Days of War, thank you for checking us out. I'm Blunt and Unfiltered. Hopefully see you here next week. Mahalo.